nerderotic.com.
Chat Square Up time. Now, there was a lot of Star Wars news that was dropped today. Briefly, I will give you my thoughts. So much for letting the past die. We will discuss it in depth on Friday Night Tights. I might even try to squeeze in a video. Probably not, but I'll try. So we're going to do this all kinds of out of order, but we're going to get them all done. So we're going to start out with planner aspect. Watching Friday Night Tights, playing Shadowlands, and eating pizza. This is a great birthday, all things 2020 considered. Hey, that is great to hear. If we're bringing you any kind of enjoyment at all, our job is done. Thank you for the $5. Brie Larson's favorite zucchini for £5. Doctor Who is so popular here in the UK that it's completely disappearing from Netflix on New Year's Day. Netflix getting out while they can. Yeah, it all goes to HBO Max now. What a disappointment. And that's going to be a huge drop for them. Screw the Bobbin for £5. Bree's grandpa got no apple pie. She didn't bake it for old white dudes. Nope. And she doesn't want to know what that old white dude thinks either. Chris Patterson for $5. Woke may not necessarily be an adjective at all, but instead may be an acronym standing for working on killing entertainment. Oh, yeah. Adrian Nazaruk, always look forward to FNT. Thank you very much. You guys are too kind. I'm looking forward to it this week as well. Man, the Star Wars and Marvel, although, yeah, Marvel's announcements weren't anything we didn't know. Taker 610, COVID ain't fancy enough for government get-togethers. It's not. Speaking of get-togethers, there is a protest on Saturday at noon up at the Man Chinese Theater up in Hollywood. I'm going to try to make it. That's a 2-hour drive for me. I could make it. The Invisible Man for $5. Hey guys, serious question here. If Captain America is America's as per the Avengers movies, does that make James Bond the Queen's penis? Yes. Until they take that penis away. Ironcaster, Picard has a body count. Discovery gets a cry count. Oh, why? I didn't want to hit. I hit two buttons at the same time. Yeah. More news on that later. Trina, the pronounced like Guthridge. Trina is pronounced like Trend Guthridge. Okay. For $4.99. Hail Friday Night Tights. I'm knitting right now. Done 2 4th Doctor scarf so far. Glad I don't haunt the forums. Oh my God, Trina. If you get this message, can I buy one from you? And I would like to buy it. I would like to pay for whatever you made and your time. Contact me, Gary@nerderotic.com. DM me on Twitter. If you don't get a hold of me, you can contact Mrs. Nerdrotic through the Instagram or contact Lady Greymaster. I will buy a Tom Baker scarf for sure. Artie D2. Here's my first month's savings on BBC license fee direct debit. Thanks for keeping me entertained. Highlight of my week, good old-fashioned common sense talk and a lot of bullshitting. But I mean like good bullshitting, like dudes bullshitting. Butter Biscuit 92 for $5. Hashtag make Madden great again. Shout out to Uche, brings back 2K football or make Madden better. Chat, tweet it, please, if you feel so inclined. I don't care about the sports ball. I have never played Madden in my life, but my oldest son adores it, and he feels the same way as Uche, though. Manowar 665, Neighbor of the Beast for $10. Bummed as hell about Vegas. Yeah, me too. There's people there right now. I wish I was there with them. So have some of my most definite gambling losses. Yeah, I would have been right there with you. God, I wish I was playing blackjack right fucking now. I'm so sick of these motherfucking lockdowns, but it doesn't look like till 2022. But you have my promise. When shit even slightly opens back up, when I can have a gathering of 50 people, we are going to have a humdinger. A humdinger. A straight up humdinger. Techno Babbler for $5. I just bought a Cara Dune Funko Pop from 7-Eleven. Take that, Disney, or you're welcome. I don't know what to say anymore. Yeah, there's my Cara Dune. I have 3 Cara Dune action figures. I bought them all secondhand. And I guess there's going to be a collectible one coming out soon. America's Finest. I've a link to make you smile at Nerdrotic and Fam. Well, send it to me. Where is it? Where's the link? Is it a link to recall Gavin Newsom? I've already signed. And you know what? Maybe I'll sign as much as dead people voted. I don't know. Jaeger Bomb 2 for $5. YouTube banned my other account for apparent hate speech. Some bullshit code for wrong think. Joke is on them. They can't get rid of me that easy. Oh, that answers my question from the Exozone that I just recorded. Jaeger Bomb 2. They can't get rid of you, dude. Jaeger Bomb has been around. Jaeger Bomb's a staple of the fandom menace. Andrew Knapp, finished my jog just in time. Well, you're probably like, while I'm recording this, you're probably sleeping, Andrew, and probably have had a few jogs since then, but thank you very much for the $5. Uplift Heart, do you foresee a new Transformer movie in the works? Well, you know, the last one that came out, the Bumblebee, kind of like was heading in the right direction. If they go full retro and they make them look like the motherfucking toys, I think they'd be fine. And if, you know, I don't hate Michael Bay, but like get somebody else, get somebody different. Davey G for $4.99. Love you guys. This is my weekly group therapy session for all things Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, and so much more. You are all heroes. You're a hero. You're a hero. Garth Pastry Stabber. I really enjoy D-Day Cobra videos on the awesomeness of Candace Owens. Just curious as to what the rest of the guests think of her. Well, I like Candace Owens. I don't know a ton about her. I've seen some of her videos. I know she was in a controversy a while back. I don't know what the controversy is. She's pretty good looking. And yeah, I don't mind Candace Owens at all. Nicholas Horton for £5. Hail everyone. I enjoyed this week's Mandalorian episode, Boba Fett. You know, I thought it was kind of a weak episode, to be honest with you. I did. Now none of the Mandalorian episodes are bad. None of them are bad at all. I'm going to pop in a very lazily done review. It'll be up probably tomorrow. It's me rambling. I'll give you my thoughts. And really after today, I think a lot has changed. I think my attitude towards Disney Star Wars is, they didn't learn a motherfucking thing, but they are obviously not going anywhere near the Disney trilogy. That is obviously a failure. And they damn near admitted it by not announcing a single show with any of their new characters, which was hilarious. But they brought back Lando. And listen, we all know why they did. And it wasn't for success. It wasn't because Han Solo, the Solo movie was a success. The Canuck. Welcome to the proto-molecule level. I appreciate you joining the channel. Daniel Newbert, please sing a little Hearts on Fire from Rocky 4. Rocky 4, I almost said 6. I'll have him sing that. I'll make him do it under duress. G Virus 00. I figured out why Star Trek Discovery sucks so much. It's Vagrant Queen in disguise using Star Trek nostalgia to trick fans into watching it. I'm not going to argue with you. It's very not masculine. It's very no dudes allowed. Like straight up, it's a show made for betas. No, not even for beta males. It's straight up a show made for San Franciscans. The Vigil for $2. I hear Obama has been arrested for espionage. I don't think so. Obama. Richard Gray for $4.99. I got this COVID, so I get to watch you all live today. I am very sorry to hear that. Don't worry, I am feeling fine. Hail Friday Night Tights. I hope you're better, Richard. Yeah. Like COVID's, it's serious. I still don't think we should shut down our entire economy. And I think we're going to be paying for it for years. I think it was a bad decision. I think some states tried to fight that, and some states will be in better shape than others. I think South Dakota is going to be in very good shape. $5 from Eric K. Eric K., you're not supposed to super chat. I denounce everything and everyone in all existence all throughout the universe, known and unknown. Me too. Hashtag me too. Bird of Prey 5, Kapla for $5. Gary, to answer your question from yesterday, Vulcan self-loving is palm far. Oh, that was good. Galactic dude, if people, okay, stop. Galactic dude, if people can identify as anything they want to be, how come the guy who thinks he's Napoleon is still in the loony bin? That is a good motherfucking question, but pretty soon, Galactic dude, they're just going to let him out, and they have been. Then I identify as a person who doesn't have to pay for anything. I identify as a person who doesn't have to pay his mortgage anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't have to pay my rent in this house. I'm going to tell the guy renting me this house that I own it now because that's how I identify. I identify as the owner of this house. It's like this country is filled with a bunch of fucking adolescents. It's like it's playtime. It's like people are LARPing when they're running around and burning down businesses. I think there's people who thought they were fucking superheroes or something. There is a fucking massive problem in this country, and it starts from daycare. And I know a lot of people have to use it out of necessity, and I'm begging you to find a way around that. Because it is causing a lot of fucking problems. And we need kids who have connections with their parents. We need parents connecting with their kids. Dude. And I know everybody needs to work 2 jobs these days. And it's like, I wanted to get out of San Francisco for a long time. Not going to be secret about it. It's nothing secretive about it. I lived there for 18 years. I lived there about 8 years longer than I wanted to. I planned to go up there for a little while. Get Melissa to move back down because I just fucking hate it. I didn't like the city living. And now that I'm out of there, I feel so much more free. I don't know. It's probably because I was born here in San Diego and it's just more spread out, bigger place. I felt claustrophobic in San Francisco and I just never, ever felt at home. Met some really nice people though. Some really, really good people. Had a good time. It was a great place to have a comic shop. There's a lot of fun things to do there. But my kids, man, like Logan is blown away at the difference, because he grew up in San Francisco. He doesn't know anything better. So like I let him walk outside and stuff. He's like, you're letting me out? I'm like, yeah, you can walk outside here. You're fine. No, Odin, you're a woman trapped in a man's body who happens to be a lesbian and no identity as a lesbian. Okay. So Kaz Devlin says, you are a woman trapped in a man's body with no identity as a lesbian. Gotcha. Think maybe, I don't know. Chicago Box for $1.99. Friday Night Tights is GOAT. It's the greatest of all time. Liking Odin's new channel too. Oh, that's good. I like it too. Me so trashed for $5. Hello, 3/4 not Black Garrett. Hopefully he can join us tomorrow. I'm not sure. He was on a road trip. But we're going to have Ryan in because of the Star Wars stuff. Modalicious. Elliot Page is part of the patriarchy. Cancel him. I agree. I absolutely agree. M Tax Shark. Thanks for a great evening. Please follow all of their channels. Aw, thanks. That's nice. Spending a super chat on that too. And CP the Nerd, any pronoun besides he, him, or she, her bastardizes the English language. Draw the line and say no. I don't know if you saw my rant on the Star Trek review. I might have Perry pull that for the clips. People seem to like it. Essentially, I said, I'm fucking done with this. I was never on board, but I'm fucking done. And I would have been somebody who was sympathetic. All right. I'm a practical guy and I believe in compromise. And I think we can all get along if we all manage to make little compromises. But I don't see the radical, and I don't even want to say left, I'm going to say pro-authoritarian assholes on Twitter who happen to be on the left quite a bit, always telling me what to fucking do. And my first reaction to that is fuck you. If you're going to come at me with demands, I'm going to come at you harder with denials. And before that, like I'm a live and let live person. And if you are respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. But in my 51 fucking years on this planet, I have never come across a situation where somebody has had to correct me on pronouns. And if they did, they best do it with some fucking respect if they want me to respect their wishes. But I'm now at the point, even if they ask nicely, I'm going to say no. My pronouns, the ones that I use to identify people I don't know, mean something to me now. They mean just as much to me. So if your pronouns mean something to you, then mine means something to me. And you're going to have to respect the fact that I'm going to call you whatever the hell I want. And you best just tell me your name to avoid any problems. All right. Pure H2O as stay hydrated. That's from Descartes, the couch guy. There you go. I think it was pure H2O. Miso Trashed. I think it's time for a quarter Black Panther. I agree. Thank you for the $5. Crazy Cat Guy for $1.49. Phallic Unicorns. Hell yeah. Descartes the Couch Guy for 50. Norwegian Krona. How I caused an avalanche with that subtle question. Did not see that coming. No. That must have been for Friday. Flicks by Cody, thank you for the $2. Manscaped, yes, as was. Andrew Valdez for $4.99. Guys, love you, especially you, as I think it's really sad that I've never heard of Star Trek before you guys started talking about how bad it is. Really, Andrew? Well, there's a lot of good stuff if you look at the old stuff, and then you're in for a treat. Joe Biden's God tier olfaction. God damn, what a packed house. I smell a lot of privilege in this stream tonight, and I want to inappropriately touch it. Yeah. Hail! And you can. I will let you touch it, even in this special place. Polaris sucks for 5 Canadian pesos. Had to click show me less of this story on Google News literally 18 times on Ellen Page. Woke is shoved. I only look at nerd stuff. Forced news. Yep. It was absolutely forced bullshit news. John Maxwell, please go to Twitter and check out the Millennium Falcon Starship Enterprise mashup. Ooh, I will do that. I will. I'll remember to do that. Thank you, John, for $5. Just another red shirt for $4.99. It looks like Az is giving himself a reverse Brazilian. Oh, I will mention that. That's a good one. 52 movies a year for $4.99. Fuck me. I have to change my YouTube name now. Thanks, Warner Brothers. Yeah, you might have to. Pacino for €5. Nothing wrong with being sus on corona vaccines as long as you restrict it to the Russian one. There you go. Descartes the couch guy. Hashtag babyface as. Yep. We got him. He's so smooth and babyface. As shaved. You're next, Gary says Taker 610 for $2. No. The last time I shaved my beard was all the way was when The Last Jedi came out, right before The Last Jedi came out, because I was getting my job at Tesla and I got a stupid bug up my ass that I should shave my beard. Now I might eventually like trim down the length someday, and it might not always be like big and bushy. It'll be just a normal beard, but no, I like beards. CM Shazam. Hail warriors of culture. Nerdrotic king of comics gate. I'm not a king of comics. I'm not even comics gate. So hail warriors of culture. Nerdrotic king of comics gate. Nah, I think that's Ethan and Richard. Ryan Sports and Anger Master. Jeremy Master of Masters as the smoothest voice over voice yet undiscovered. Absolutely. Screw the bobbin. As beard will grow before Ryan's. This is true. And both of them will grow before Jeremy's. God bless Odin, the Holy Catholic Empire. Keri, mistress of knitting ninjas, comics division assassin of the elderly, and quarter black, best straight man in the business. CM Shazam. Thank you again for the $9.99. It's a great cast of very, very disturbed people. Ian Slater, I'm giving you all a knitter pass for $2. Thank you, Ian, for giving us all a knitter pass. 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. How much for another super chat for Az's eyebrows? Oh, we'll just make him do it next episode. Rhetorical Thrill for $5. I went to a midnight show while I was pregnant and everyone was annoying me so much I almost started a fist fight. That was my last midnight show. Rhetorical Thrill. What were you doing at a midnight show? Well, how far along were you? I mean, okay, if you were angry at people in the theater, that could be like you not pregnant. But what I remember from Mrs. Nerdrotic's pregnancy, I really didn't fuck with her from month 3 on. It kind of came on slowly, and then I understood what fear was. I'm just kidding. Terry Slaughter for $5. Gary Azencast. Hello from the Psycho Hillbilly from the state of West Virginia. Yeehaw. Well, I'm a big fan of Psycho Billy music. I'm a huge fan of Reverend Horton Heat. I've seen Reverend Horton Heat at least 50 times. So welcome. CM Shazam. Hail best chat on YouTube. Straight up. Best chat. Liveliest chat, smartest chat, saltiest chat, and I like that. Thank you for the $4.99. JDC for $5. The 90s movie Matinee about a small theater owner in the 1950s that is showing monster flick Mant and uses shock seats to enhance the experience. Oh, yeah. I think I remember that. Man of War 665, the neighbor of the beast. Thanks, Joe Bama. All right. Descartes, the couch guy, for 100 Norwegian krona. Should I feel any guilty for the possibility of having caused the trigger that resulted in Az showing off his hydrated mug, which snowballed into him shaving and drenching himself live on stream? Yes, we're going to blame you, Descartes, the couch guy, for the shavening. I guess we're going to call it the shavening. I don't know. The Brazilianing. So a Norwegian guy made a British guy Brazil himself. Okay. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. Sounds like made-for-television movies are back. After today? Yes. Curry for £10. I raise a glass to the Friday Night Tights crew. Keep up the good work. And I raise my I can't fucking talk tonight. This is what happens when you live stream for 2 hours and then you record a super chat square up. Your lips stop moving. Grapefruit sparkling water to you. I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm getting a little woozy. I was going to record a video tonight. Am I fucking insane? I'm insane. I hope you all got to see my female Zorro. My female Zorro video. If not, check it out. L.E. Yap, PHP 125. So PHP is Filipino pesos. Unfortunately, streaming makes piracy easier. My hubby got excited when he found out that Warner Brothers will be releasing their movies on HBO Max. Yep. L.E. I think a lot of people are excited that they will not have to pay for DC movies. Jane Theory for $1.49 has the popcorn super sticker. Thanks, Jane. And it was a lot of fun being on your channel. We love Jane Theory. JLo Flicks for $5. I would love serialized Star Wars movie or Marvel TV, etc. in theaters every weekend, just like old-fashioned Flash Gordon serials. That special event format. I could not agree more. Oh, my God. Somebody is sending me a collected Buck Rogers book from the 60s that collects all the cartoons, and I have been ever since I started talking about that, I've been on kind of a kick to find all those. I would love to track down a bunch of the actual newspapers and bind them somehow into my own custom books. I like doing that. I've done that for some stuff. 6 Turning 4 Burning for $5. That Star Trek tech manual is an original with that vinyl cover. It should be worth some coin. Yeah, I did look into it, and it is worth some coin. Josh Tarun for $10. Great B-Day present to watch my favorite panel. Keep up all the great work. All, thank you very much. So many kind words. You guys are, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the show. It's turned into more than I could ever have imagined, and we want to keep making it, quality. So the next step is, I'm going to probably go away from StreamYard. I finally got my internet issues worked out, and I'm looking into doing either Wirecast or XSplit. So finding a streaming software. Wirecast looks like it's the best because it can have the most people on. It's a little pricey, but it would be worth it for a cleaner picture, you know? That's all I'm worried about. And being able to share articles with you guys a little easier, and it's a little more intuitive. So I can concentrate a little more on the conversation. Crow T Robot from Satellite of Love. My pronouns are trisexual dolphin man. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You're welcome. The Grand Inquisitor for $5. Hail, Gary. I'm pronoun but anti-verb. All hail the Phantom Menace. Long may it rain. Oh, absolutely. Actually, I'm an adjective guy. Mutant Bamhammer. Me learning Rosario Dawson dates Cory Booker was me learning Cory Booker wasn't gay. You learn something new every day. Oh, and it rhymed. And Brightest Day comes along with $2. Took me 2 whole seconds to get sick of Mr. Page. That long. Venom Snake for $2.99 Australian. Gary, invite Yellow Flash back on. Come on, dude. I'm going to. We have him planned, Venom Snake. He's on my list. We're getting Just Some Guy back on. I want to get Razor Fist back on if he'll come back. I don't want to I'm going to ask It's a Gundam again, probably in like 3 or 4 months. See if he'll come back. Cause that was a record show. I mean, the views are still climbing on that one. They're almost at 50,000 on the upload, and there's 60,000 on the unlisted. So it's well over 100,000 views. That's insane. I was born and raised in Scientology. Father was friends with the founder. I escaped it at 6 years ago. Long story. Watch Scientology Aftermath. All true, says Mr. Morden for $5. I'm glad you're out. Not all religions are bad. Okay. I've been raised by devout Christians. Okay. My father was a devout Christian. My mother's a devout Christian. The mother who gave birth to me, who I met later in life, is a devout Catholic. I've just never been into organized religion, but I do not think it's bad or evil. I think most people just practice it because you got to get your spiritual on. It's very important. It makes you a full-fledged person. Darth Plato for $10. But there's many ways to do it. You don't have to do it through religion. For $10. Tribalism is the idea of me against my brother and I against our cousin, my brother, our cousin, and I against etc. Tribalism runs counter to equal justice before the law. Darth Plato. Yes. But it depends on the level of tribalism. People will call Phantom Menace tribalism. And I think to a very low extent, maybe. I think people like being part of something. So I don't know if it's tribalism. I don't know if I'm smart enough to take on a subject like that. I'm not about separating family, which I think is communism. Mark C. SJWs don't think everything is based on emotions. I am constantly having to readjust people who are slowly buying into less feeling, more thinking. Mark C., you're right. Keri wasn't wrong, though, about getting through to people on SJWism through what they got into it with, which is an emotional connection. You can't be entirely 100% pragmatic on everything. You do need to connect emotionally with people at times. But you can't, like, I'm an intuitive person. I don't like plan out anything. All right. Everything is by my gut and by my instinct. And that doesn't always work. And it's not for everybody, but that's how I run my channel. That's how I run businesses. And that's worked for me. And some of that is emotion, is connecting on something on a very emotional level. But I don't do my taxes by emotion. There's certain things you can't do. And when it comes to politics, you've got to leave emotion out of it for most of it. Because the baseline, that's a term they like to use. The baseline is you cannot save everybody. You want to try to serve as many people as possible the best way you can, knowing that people will be left behind. That's a fucking harsh thing. That's why I'd never be a politician. Anybody who becomes president, anybody, whether you like this person or don't like this person, the minute they take their oath of office, they will be responsible for the death of human beings, many thousands of them, possibly. Incidentally or not, decisions that president makes lead to deaths. That's something I couldn't live with. Mr. Morden, welcome to the Proto-Molecule level. Keaton Smith, will they ever redo the Buffy HD remaster? Hail Friday Night Tights. God, I hope so, because the remaster was shit. I prefer the DVD version. I have a pack of, I have it right behind me. Maybe someday. I would hope so. Right now, I believe it's on Amazon Prime, and it's just the 480p. But they need to do it, man. They need to do it. Darth Plato, welcome to the Proto-Molecule level. Packet, Albert Gabriel. By the way, Sonic the Hedgehog is almost a comic. It's a comic. I sold the shit out of Sonic comics. It has a huge fan base. Salty War Pig for $10. Lady Gravemaster said it perfectly. You don't brighten your own light by dimming someone else's. Your light force stays the same, and all you've done is made the world darker. Blastomars for $5. HBO Hellraiser series in the works. Woke Hellraiser? Yes. It may not be. I'm not sure. I don't know. Eric K. Tom is the power bottom now for $2. Yep. That's his official position. Soj01. Az look like a giant baby clean shaven. He does. For $2. Viking Insane, 5 Canadian pesos. Sorry to be a downer, but a Joe Biden presidency will result in complete economic destruction. He will bend the knee to the communist god of woke. Viking Insane, I don't disagree with you as far as his economic policy. I was very happy with the economy prior to the coup, and I don't think a lifelong politician is capable of getting us out of this. So, I mean, ultimately we're going to have to do it. So, and we can't, if you're a Joe Biden supporter or a Trump supporter, the president is not going to save you. We're going to save us. And I think we all, asking for unity right now, it's just not a good time for it. I have been trying to get that going on for years. But I've also witnessed many of my friends. I have ended up on lists myself that my son has seen, by the way. People being called Nazis, racists, white supremacists. And let me repeat that to you. These are things my son has seen on the internet. Seeing his dad called a white supremacist, a racist, a Nazi, ending up on lists, people don't think about that shit. Obviously, my son knows I'm not any of those things. It doesn't bother him that much, so he says. But I don't want my son seeing that shit. But I have no choice over it, so I deal with it. And the people who have been doing that to me, a person who listen, I'm an independent. Always have been. And I'm sympathetic to some of those causes to a point. Not so much now, though. Why? Well, I believe in empathy and understanding, common ground, all of those things. I also don't take any shit, and I'm not a fucking doormat. So there's that. I've got very good boundaries. I've practiced a long fucking time because they weren't good when I was a kid. They're good now. I know what I expect. I know what I want. I know how to treat people with respect. But I don't take shit. I just don't. Most of the time, if I just ignore it. But I'm not afraid of a fight either. I'm not some pacifist. I'm not a pacifist at all. So when I see like shit like olive branches, I can tell you where to stick that right now. It's not the time. You might want to, if you want things to get better, you might want to work on your understanding and work on a lot of apologies, which we're probably not going to hear, which isn't going to fix anything because someday we're all going to eventually have to sit down and talk. I educated my 8 straight white male coworkers and friends on what a turf is this week. Showed the Crowder aerial vid. Samurai, thank you. Educating the masses. Oh, Messiah Sphinx. The USA has been falling apart since Ronald Reagan was in office. No, I don't think so. I've been around since before Ronald Reagan was in office. And before he got in office, the USA was in bad shape. Worse shape than it's in now. Much worse. So I don't know, Messiah Sphinx, if you were around in the 70s, early 80s, saw what these cities look like. These cities are fucking paradises compared to what that shit was. Even with the homeless encampments and stuff in LA, they're still paradises compared to what New York looked like in the 80s, in the early 80s. Mech1164 for $5. The movie Idiocracy was supposed to be a comedy. Instead, now it's a documentary. Yeah, it really is. Crazy Cat Guy for $5. Number 1 Fox super sticker. Thank you very much. Joseph Wiley for $2. I like your content, dude. And I like yours, Joseph Wiley. I appreciate it. Crazy Cat Guy. Good job, Fox super sticker. Thank you very much. Oh, Messiah Sphinx for $5. I feel like we are watching the apocalypse in real time. Oh, Messiah Sphinx. I'm catching some black pill from you, buddy. Lay off those black pills. Lay off those black pills. Turn off the mainstream media. And you know what? It wouldn't hurt to write a gratitude list. You're breathing. You're able to join us here on YouTube and have a little laugh with us. Shit can get dark. What do you do against the darkness? Do we cow down? Do we curl up, cry in a corner? No. You stand up. You bring the light. And sometimes you got to fight for it. Curtis D. I do not care what your politics are. Do not try to control me. Are you a good person or a bad person? Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you pro-authority or anti-authority? And I mean authoritarianism, okay? Riff Magos for $5 Australian. Speaking of dead voters, hashtag undead voters matter. Gary, Ryan, Az, and Tom on the same live stream. Very cool. Yes, quite a bit, actually. Marie Melnick. How can Elliot Page be trans if gender is a social construct? Or do dongs actually matter? Well, Marie, you tell me. Do dongs matter? I mean, my dong matters quite a bit to me. If my dong was gone, I'd be sad. I'd be sad. Really sad. Thanos snapped for $4.99. Thank you for what you all do. Remember, your voices are heard, and others like myself are building followings to spread truth. Thank you, Thanos snapped. I appreciate that. My intention was never to do anything other than have fun, and I never thought it would get like this. And it's a humbling experience. This is a hell of a lot of fun. So when I say I work my ass off for this, I'm not trying to make it sound like I am, driving in fence post holes or building railroad or working construction or working in a salt mine. No, this is a labor of absolute love, and I'm going to try to enjoy every minute of it. But I put my heart and soul into this stuff because this was a absolute gift, a gift when I needed a gift. I did, I just wasn't in a good spot in my head. I was sober, but I wasn't happy. I was really happy. It's weird. So professionally, I was just miserable, right? But in my personal life, I've been happy for years. That's been, that makes life so much easier, right? And I know not everyone has that, and that sucks, And sometimes people don't want that, and that's cool too. But this has been a gift, and I'm grateful for it. Now, some people say I misuse my gift by speaking my opinion. No, I love a good fight. I'm not going to be the kind of person who's like, it's nice radio all the time. No. You're going to get more of that from the channel, but I'm still going to be in here slinging it. So, because it's fun. Ord's Board for $2. Great show tonight. Ord's Board. I'm so happy you got to 1,000 subs, dude. Keep killing it, brother. We love you. Curtis D. Every day I try to be the best man I can. I fall down. I make mistakes. I learn from my mistakes. God, or good or bad, I am always honest. Hail Curtis D. for $5. That's all you can do, brother. And that means you're living a good life. Ace of Spades for $5. You're not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers. Hiddick Lowlife for $5 Australian. Do you folks think Disney getting rid of the EU was a deliberate step to allow them to stop paying creators for Lucas era work in books, comics, etc.? Yes. As a matter of fact, we just got an update today. Alan Dean Foster, and I got it from JP over at Orville Nation. PJ over at Orville Nation. That Alan Dean Foster has not been paid and will not be paid. And George could step in any minute and step in for the guy who used to be his friend. George is an asshole for not doing that. April N. Ray for $5. Does Thomas have a panther, and is it an emotional support panther? Yes and yes. How did you know? Curtis D. Have any of you seen the short movie In Shadow, A Modern Odyssey? It is incredible, brutally honest. No, I've never even heard of it. I'll check it out, though. Thank you, Curtis D. Omnissiah Sphinx. Hey, TNT, who all remembers the original Power Rangers back in the 90s and what color went into what character and how people reacted to that? I remember Pink Ranger was the girl. That's all I remember. Now, I didn't watch Power Rangers. I remember Pink Ranger did porn. Anthony Erebus for $4.99. All of my favorite people on one stream got a couple of beers and a nice, beautiful Friday night. Nice to see Keri again. SJWs can go fuck themselves. Word. Johnny David, with contact tracing introduced in West Oz venues, pubs No cough here. No cough here. Concerned that live music is next on the guillotine. Hail to the ASGB, the Aussie GB. Hey, it might be because there's a super chat lower look from. I'll just go through it right now. Phantom Boomer for $5. This isn't a music venue, but this is a place I used to go to a lot. I'm going to have 3, 4 if you count the stupid BSG with flying motorcycles in my lifetime. Gary, in our hood, the San Marcos Brewery shut down. That fucking kills me. I noticed that. Melissa and I went out to I forgot the Mexican restaurant that's right next to it in Restaurant Row in San Marcos. And I was like, where is my San Marcos Brewery? Now, I didn't drink beer, but me and my friends used to go there back in the day before I moved to San Francisco because I'd go watch movies at the Edwards Cinema. That Edwards Cinema is where I saw The Phantom Menace. I was there opening night when they played Saving Private Ryan. I saw pretty much every movie, back when I lived in San Diego at that theater and ate at that restaurant because they had the best fucking tortilla soup. And I'm pissed to hear about that. Oh, fuck, Gavin Newsom. Shock 2957 $9.99. Noel Gallagher is not woke. No, he is not. Oh, Messiah Sphinx for $10. What you don't hear about the people you never see in the background that make the government run, not the people in front of the camera. Of course. Of course. Hey, there's a whole new generation learning about the people in the shadows. You just got to welcome them in. Miso Trash for $10. Sometimes I wonder if Frank Herbert was right and we need a golden path. Then again, it's not like China is overthrowing their government. Now, I don't know what Frank Herbert's golden path is. Sorry. I have no idea. But I can tell you, there's nobody overthrowing their government yet. None of that stuff lasts forever. Tyranny doesn't last forever. They've been able to placate, with their semi-weird version of introducing the free market, but they're using it. And we know it. Phantom Boomer for $5. I'm going to have 3, 4 if you count the stupid BSG with the flying motorcycles in my lifetime. Gary, in our hood, the San Marcos Brewery shut down. Yeah, I just read that one, and it sucks. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow for $5. America throughout its history has been successful in spite of its government. It's average American citizens that made the country great, not the government. Absolutely. And that continues to this very day. The country has great people despite its government sometimes and a lot of times. Samurai, please tell me what vid of Robert Meyer Burnett had the no white stories. The one I was going over titty. It was like 5 or 6 live streams ago. It says something about inclusivity and diversity in the title, I believe. And he and I have very different views on it. Very different. Bruce Hobson. Thanks, everyone. Gary, please spread the love. I used to hang at a bar on Friday nights in my younger years. You're my bar crowd. Cheers. That's great to hear. That's awesome to hear. Mark C. I believe Ben Franklin once said, those who are willing to give up essential liberties for temporary safety deserve neither safety or liberty. If whoever said it, they were smart. Riff Magos for $5 Australian. Hashtag Mrs. Nerdrotic matters. She most certainly does. She most certainly does. The almighty uterus donates for $4.99. Thank you. Thank you. And then the almighty uterus states again for $4.99. 100% as use them on his balls to make them as smooth as Ryan's forehead. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Johnny David for $2 Australian for the laughs and being you. Food for the soul. Cheers. Thank you for the $2 Australian. Black Tiger 001 for 2 Canadian pesos. My whole store hot to hear them screaming over PA. It's hard to hear them screaming over the PA. Your store. What store, Black Tiger? I mean, a lot of times, yeah. But, it's usually just clean up in aisle 7. I don't know. Mark C for $5. I understand as Bane as much as I understood original Bane. Yeah, that's true. Modalicious. For $2, Kamala hasn't resigned her Senate seat yet. Everything's going according to plan. Christopher Malloy, amen, from The Atheist. Thank you for the $5. The Almighty Uterus for $1.99. Is internet gas COVID? It could be. It could be. It was introduced right around the same time it was introduced in America. Coincidence? I think not. Mark C. A hospital gets $40,000 per person of government money per COOF case. If a case goes on ventilator, it bumps up to $150,000 your tax dollars at work. Is that true? That's insane. Yellow Flash 2 for $5. How did Boba Fett get so fat in the Sarlacc pit? That's a very good question. Maybe he ate his way out. Modalicious for $2. Someone needs to make Napster for streaming services. They're already working on it, Modalicious. Believe me. Bentley 20 for $5. Japan had more suicides in October than they've had COOF deaths since the pandemic began. People shriek about mental health, and now they look the other way. Oh, yeah, it's as long as it doesn't break their worldview. America's Finest for $2. I'm an IT pro, and this is a terrible idea. It must have been something we were talking about Friday with Keri. Mega Joker 1972, $5 Welcome to 1984, guys. Time to buy that plot of land in the middle of nowhere. Well, I'm kind of working on that. That's what I'm working on. Mr. Richlow Pitch for $5. Joseph Gordon-Levitt actually kissed Topher Grace in that 70s show. Okay. Is that supposed to be like the first gay kiss? Are we on that one again, or? I can't remember what that's a reference to, but I think two people mentioned it, so it has to be true. Black Tiger 001 for 10 Canadian pesos. Not Starfire reminds me of one of my favorite jokes from Married with Children. Paraphrasing, she is so fat, had two smaller women orbiting around her, and Jiggle kissed that guy. Dude, guys, I can barely read your abbreviations at the moment, and they might sound good in your head, but I read literal. Okay, I'll try to start this again. And you guys can see it. Okay, so Not Starfire reminds me of one of my favorite joke from Married with Children. Paraphrasing, she is so fat, so had two smaller women orbiting around her. So she had two smaller women orbiting around her. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, JGL, kissed that guy on that 70s show first. Before what? The Buffy kiss? Maybe. I can't remember when that 70s show was on. Nacho Man Randy Sandwich for £5. Gary, do you think we should organize a massive orgy to protest social distancing, asking for a friend? Sure. I mean, I can't participate, but go for it. Nacho Man, have a blast. Do it right in the middle of the freaking freeway. Block a freeway. Wolfsbane for $4.99. If you look up harassment, it says continued in the definition. It doesn't with sexual harassment. I don't know what you're referring to. Like continued harassment as opposed to continued sexual harassment. As far as like calling it out, like, well, yeah, because harassment, it's subjective, honestly, when it comes to verbal, not touchy feely stuff, but when it comes to, is it harassment if you're adding somebody over and over again on Twitter? To me, it's not. And I've got the same people adding me the same shit all the time. I don't care. But some people see that as harassment. So I honestly don't know. And you can't trust the dictionaries now. Thanatos 32. Hail all. Welcome back, Keri. Jeremy, have you seen YouTube channel Mecha Random 42? I recommend you check it out. She has the same takes on topics. She would make a great guest on Friday, I think. We know Mecha Random. She's on the High Council though. So she's got her own show. She hosts her own show. We try to bring in people who don't have their own shows or don't live stream that often, or or who we think is interesting. Maybe we book out quite a bit in advance, and we're not just looking for people who have the same takes as us. Matthew Anderson for $5. A dead thing can go with the stream, but only a living thing can go against it. G.K. Chesterton. Oh. And you don't want to cross the streams either. Matthew Anderson for $5. At this point, Mando is just watering down the EU. I get more enjoyment reading old bounty hunter stories than watching Mando and Boba with a gut. Boba with a gut. Yeah, it caused a lot of controversy, and I don't know why. You can criticize the Mandalorian. There is a lot to criticize there. I think the basis of the argument is there's no identity politics, and that's all that Phantom Menace was about. And I don't know. For one, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Don't be, there's no identity politics. There's no intersectional feminism in Boba, I almost said Boba Fett, Mandalorian. It's creeping in there. Oh yeah, it's subtle. Is it taking it out of the story? No. Some people are really enjoying it. I think it's just, meh. I think it's good. Yeah, I don't know. It's not worth getting excited about. But Disney, man, they splooged yesterday, and I mean splooged Mandalorian stuff. But upon further review, it's a lot of the stuff that we already knew was coming. We got Cassian Andor, Juan Solo. Yeah. Bentley 20 for $5. Best memory was meeting Carrie Fisher at the Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim in 2014. First thing she said to me was, "Holy shit, you're tall." I'll remember that forever. That's awesome. See, that's the shit about fandom I miss. And it's going to be a long time if we ever get back to that. Nelson the Gentleman for $2. Go and check your privilege, O Valley of Whitey. O Valley of Whitey. Muffet 1 for $15. Do you have faith in any movies? Do I have faith? Do I have faith? I don't apply faith to movies. Muffet 1. Do I think any will be good? Yeah, The Suicide Squad by James Gunn. I think that movie's going to kick ass. Absolutely. Snyder Cut, kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking more forward to DC stuff than Marvel stuff. I think Eternals looks terrible. I think it's got a terrible cast, and it looks terrible. And Black Widow just looks boring, and they're going to introduce a more boring, like, Scarlett Johansson has a personality, plus she's extremely hot. And they're going to introduce another extremely hot, boring, one-dimensional blonde girl who with an accent. And that's supposed to be the next Black Widow that we're going to follow around. And they are, Disney, they own Marvel. They don't fucking understand it. And they're going to think that these are just mantles you can pass down and people are going to care. And Disney's always going to have its fans. I mean, I was watching a little bit of the presentation in the beginning, and I think they used the word consumer, and I'm not shitting you, like 40 times in the first 20 minutes. Consumer. They just see you as a big fucking open mouth. And you know what? There's a lot of those open mouths out there. There is. They will still just make a Star Wars movie about the benevolent empire that has to stop the planet of Taiwan. That will make billions. Miso Trash for $5. That's true. Black Tiger 001 for 2 Canadian pesos. Eminem lyric. Now see the gerbil. Grab that tube. Remember when Eminem was considered edgy and cool, and then he turned into a little bitch. Ben Frail for $5 Australian. Sad news. Black diversity AI scientist Timnit Gebru, who writes papers about how algorithms are racist, has been fired by Google. Sign the petition. But he got fired. Algorithms are racist. Oh, boy. Frank Sarko. I mean, what do you say? It's set up so where your only answer is, yes, I am. I'll put my head down and do whatever you say to atone and essentially be a second-class citizen. It's like, I do not prescribe to your world beliefs. I do not recognize your new speech, your new laws for speech. I don't recognize or prescribe to any of it. The answer is no. Simply no. Frank Sarko for $10. Looks like Keri Smith caught a case of Ashley Quatch. An antibiotic should clear that right up. But who's going to give it to him, Frank? Are you? I'm not going to. Let's just not tell him, okay? Let's keep it between us. T.M. Martin for $10. Hey, guys. What's your take on the monoliths popping up in the desert all over? 2001 Earth Odyssey? No, big fucking gimmick that Netflix pulled. Fuck it. Sorry I ever talked about it. I almost want to pull the video. Benji27, this is for Perry Chan and the courteous email he sent me regarding a comment on Nerdrotic Daily. Perry is nothing but courteous. Way more courteous than I am. Way more courteous than I am. Appalimi's Minion, welcome to the Gandalf level. She is so great. Okay, Appalimi's Minion, I'm tipping my cup to you. Okay, my super gay looking coffee cup, but it's little. I like to have a little one because this is like fucking crack coffee, right? So, she's a truck driver and she drives around with a little dog, and she listens to us all day, and she is great. She's a great supporter. So, thank you. Thank you. All right. Cowman 1358. You guys are great. I have been watching all the Gus on Friday Night Tights and It's a Gundam now for a month. With this show of a year of laughter is rear, and I just want to say thank you. What the fuck was that? For $50. Okay. So I'm going to try to interpret this. Sometimes people write stuff on their phones and stuff autocompletes, and I have no idea what they're saying, so I want to try to interpret it as best I can. Cowman 1358 for $50. All you guys are great. I have been watching all of you on Friday Night Tights and It's a Gundam now for a month. With this show, you have brought a year of laughter, and I just want to say thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the $50, Cowman1358. Yethna P. Gundam did this now for YouTube Proof Cash. For a whole month, build up a big hype for a YouTube stream, set up Streamlabs donations, have guests on, and cash in, baby. Yeah, I need to get the Streamlabs thing going. Hopefully I'll go get it tonight, but I just never have fucking time. I never have time. Culture Casino, thank you for the phallic unicorn for $1.49. Brie Larson's favorite zucchini decides to watch Babylon 5. Wow, superior writing and acting to 90s Star Trek by far. Make sure you watch the series chronologically, not release order. You know what? Brie Larson's favorite zucchini. I've heard it like 5 different ways, buddy. I don't know which way. I think I'm going to see it. We'll see, because I heard the movie like spoils a bunch of stuff. That's why you don't want to watch it first. Right? So is that you that told me that? I don't know. Andrew Hoyle, Friday Night Tights bingo. Gary mentions the BBC as uses his swear bleeper. Odin eats pizza. Jeremy talks about how many channels and subs he has. Friday Night Tights bingo. There you go, Andrew Hoyle, for £5. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty spot on. I think you guys should do that. Fucking Jeremy will. Just another red shirt. Shout out to Drunk 3PO. Oral Mango. I don't know. The Belgian Syrup Prince for €5. Even Pigs in Space in the Muppet Show was better written sci-fi than Star Trek Discovery, and the pigs don't cry all the time. Greetings from Belgium. That's true. Breezy Bird for $5. Jody's Corner Andy Signore's friend, did a video on John Rocha and the Harloff crew talking and laughing about eradicating homeless people. Were they serious though? I mean, John Rocha is a huge SJW. So I don't think he would say that without jesting. Yeah, I'd have to look into that. Hempty, been listening to Howard Shore's Lord of the Rings Symphony all day. Best movie score, period. Sorry, John Williams. God, they're both great. I can't decide. Have a good one, fellas. Hail from Latvia. Well, okay. When it comes to Howard Shore, his slower stuff is better than John's. The moodier stuff at Rivendell and stuff, that's way better than John Williams is good bringing at the bombastic and the fucking just battle shit. And it's like, and then of course that we have Yoda's theme. Of course, there's those themes. But when it comes to just incidental music, like Shore's better. But John Williams is a master. It's a master. And I say that Lord of the Rings is a better story. It's a better trilogy. Hobbits are better prequels than Star Wars. It's all better. Bethesda Lore Master, as the one of the greatest stream daddies ever, eloquently enunciated into the annals of Twitch, wiggle wiggle, hail 5'11 Chads. Bethesda's Lore Master. Wiggle wiggle, hail 5'11 Chads. I'm 6 foot. I'm a 6 foot Chad. Biatch. No. CJ, 4% here. Please watch Ryan Long's CDC regulations video. It's 2 minutes long. I promise you won't regret it. We'll watch it today, CJ. We'll watch it today. We'll see if some other fucking channel tries to hit me with a copyright claim. Christopher Gorey for $4.99. Hope this helps keep a light on her too. God bless you all, Christopher, aka the Good Reverend. It does. It all helps. Believe me. It all helps. Thank you, Good Reverend. Gomer Kyle, welcome to Jaloja. Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast. Hashtag what's Odin eating? What's eating Odin? What's eating Odin? Putin's Power Squat for €5. Gundam, Gary, I stopped smoking a month ago and canceled Amazon today. I figured you and Az, etc. are more deserving of my money than Bezos and Marlboro. I'm really glad you quit smoking and Bezos, and I appreciate you. Thank you. We'll try to live up to that. Quitting Bezos is hard, man. It is fucking hard. Trust me. But I still have Prime. I'm still watching stuff on Prime. I'm going to watch Expanse and stuff. And Mrs. Nerderotic is still ordering stuff, but we do need to sit down and have a little chat about that because I'm not ordering stuff over Amazon anymore. It's going to be fucking hard. But they've got enough. Nikki D for $5. If the U.S. economy declines into a recession, how would that affect the streaming sites? Not at all. I don't think it might. As it affects all things, they'll be cut. The big streaming sites will be fine. It's the little ones that are going to get cut out. The ones that don't offer or that offer too much redundant shit. Viking Insane for 2 Canadian pesos. Canada's stand on Adamson's barbecue. Canadians stand with Adamson's barbecue. I don't know why I said stands on. Yeah, sorry about that. Because I was thinking about two things at once. I was thinking, really look into, like, say you watch Netflix for Star Trek. Really look into just buying the Blu-ray with all the special features that you can pull out and watch, or the digital copy, whatever you want, which you don't really necessarily own, and measure that against a year of watching Star Trek on Netflix. And what do you, they're selling your information. There's all kinds of other stuff. It's much easier to get physical media. Yeah, you have to put the disc in the thing, but it's not that much work. Nikki D, if female Thor becomes the definitive Thor in the MCU, how will fans react? Will be an increase or decline in Thor-related merchandise? Nikki D, there will be a decline. There's already going to be a decline. The MCU is in decline. It reached its peak. It is in decline. And it can't be in movie theaters. So it's not a cinematic universe anymore. It's a streaming universe. Venom Snake for $2 Australian. Vaccine, 95% effective. Virus, 99% recovery. Yeah. A gazillion people have said that. I've said that. I will take my recovery rate over the vaccine. But Venom Snake, you do not have to worry about the vaccine right now because you will not get it until the end of this year at the very earliest. Doesn't mean you shouldn't have a lower level worry of it eventually. It doesn't mean I am pro or listen, it's coming. There ain't nothing we can do about it other than not take it. And it's really up to people to make a stand, because if you bend the knee on this one, folks, and I mean it, if you're giving up other people's freedoms, and we're not going to forget that. In the same Jody video, Rocha threatens and Andy Signore's life, so Rocha keeps his job and not Robert Meyer Burnett, Breezy Bird, for $5. I'll have to watch the video. I don't. John Rocha's a punk. I don't like him. I don't like any of those guys, how they treated Robert Meyer Burnett. They talked long shit about the guy. They called him a Nazi, and John Rocha is a backstabbing piece of shit, but he fits right in Hollywood. That's why they do well in Hollywood, because he's a backstabbing piece of garbage. I don't care what his takes are. I don't care what his politics are. I don't care about his horrific takes on Star Wars. That's fine. That's all allowed. What I'm mad at him about is how they treated a very nice man. Robert Meyer Burnett is a nice man who wasn't deserving of that, and they saw an opportunity to pile on, to get a few extra clicks, to get a few extra likes, to maybe get in somewhere, because that's how it works in Hollywood. Once you smell blood in the water, your best friend of 10 years becomes a fucking memory, so you can have a name badge that has Disney on it. It's fucking incredible how much these people will sell their fucking souls for a corporation. And they're as plastic as they look like. I'm not supposed to be critical of other YouTubers. I'm sorry, but that Robert Meyer Burnett thing was disgusting. It showed the worst of humanity. And John Rocha, you were one of them, dude. So if somebody's taking advantage of you telling a joke or something and they're running you into the ground about it, good. Let's just say, Breezy Bird, I try not to get involved in that stuff, but I back Robert Meyer Burnett. And this is a guy I disagree with on a lot of stuff, but I will back him to the hilt because I like him. I think he's an honest, decent man. Viking Insane. The value of my BD bathwater has increased. Probably. I don't know. I mean, are you Viking Insane? You could be a thought. I don't know. Lorena Creel for 99 cents. Popcorn sticker. Thank you, Lorena. Viking Insane for 2 Canadian pesos. All hail King of 2020. Games T. Louis and Games T. Louis the second. T. Louis the second one. Game of the year. Oh my God! At the Woke Game Awards, but the People's Choice chose Ghost of Tsushima or Tsushami or Sushami or whatever. I don't play games. I don't play games in life, and I don't play games on the screen yet. I'm going to. I'm not above it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not above it. I'm just really bad at it. Just really, really not that good. So it's not fun, you know. We beat British tyrants. We can beat American ones, says Venom Snake for $2 Australian. Yeah. Well, I mean, we have to beat American ones too. But Venom Snake, we're not always talking about, tyranny sucks. I am very much against it. I am anti-authoritarian and I am anti-authority. all at the same time. But once in a while, I want to talk about my pop culture too. Okay. Venom Snake. Buddy, if you're ready to fight, fucking fight. Don't need to talk anymore. Words are wind. Words are wind. Go do something. I'm going to do something. I'm going to get my ass up early tomorrow. I'm going to regret this because I have so much work to do. I'm going to go to that fucking protest. Although I think I'm telling you, I think the protest is kind of weak. I'm going to tell you that right now. The standing 6 feet apart and wearing a mask and being all compliant. They're not going to fucking listen to that shit. They're not going to listen to that shit. And I ain't wearing green. I mean, what's the wearing green for? I mean, if it pisses the government off to wear green, then I'll wear green. I don't own anything green. Jeremy was supposed to send me a Geeks and Gamers sweatshirt and beanie and never did, but that's okay. I've done like 5 things I said I was going to do for him and I never done them. So I can't say shit. Ma nerd Alita, my queen, my baby, old Mando, I guess, for $2.99. That's right. Rock Flanagan. You just got to say, I'm Rock Flanagan for $2. Sends a cool pear super sticker. Yay. Dr. Martin Luther Pepe for 14 Swedish krona and a phallic unicorn. Bless you. Bless you. I love how Lady Gravemaster put phallic unicorn in there too. T. Stoney says, hail for $5. All right. Jay Frazier for Jay Frazier 360, blah, 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 blah. For £2 says, Dan Sloth is a large midget and a terrible writer. Yeah, and kind of an asshole, too. No, not kind of. I'm sorry. A supreme asshole. A salad cream boy for £5. Just moved to a new apartment today. First thing on TV is you guys. Hail Friday Night Tights crew. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I hope you enjoy your new apartment. Moving. God, I remember the moving days when I lived in an apartment and it was like you can get the little U-Haul and it was too much. And you just moved in, and the only thing I gave a shit about was I had like shitty furniture and the most expensive sound system and TV imaginable on a milk crate. God, those are the days, man. Life was simple. I made Jack squat at the video store. I was single. Yeah. Larry for $1.99. Thumbs up super sticker. Thanks. Otaku Smurf for $5. As balls, beans, bobbins, bollocks, or pants? Yes. I believe the answer is yes. Mark C. Jeremy made a comment about the Ahsoka Tano fight. Keep in mind, she wanted information. She was very much holding back to keep her opponent alive. No, I think it was me, Mark C. The fight at the end sucked. It was terrible. It was awful. The fight in the beginning where she's taking out all the dudes, badass. Totally badass. I don't hate Filoni, and I don't love Filoni. I know Star Wars took a giant step sideways yesterday. That's my opinion. That's going to be my take. Star Wars took a giant step sideways. You can pick what direction. Was it left or was it right? Well, that remains to be seen. Ironcaster for $2 American pesos. And that's what I'm going to start calling them now. Jeremy's Tim Poolhouse channel is rocking. Yes, the D-Day Cobra. Most excellent. Today's Mandalorian was made by Dave Filoni and for Dave Filoni, but at least we learned Baby Grogu's name. Yeah, thank you. 52 movies a year. Thank you. It's just Baby Groot over and over again. What are we looking at? 11:30. I still got to work out. Then I got to watch Star Trek Discovery and The Mandalorian before I start the show. Show's going to start probably again at 2:30 because I got to finish all this shit before. I got to eat too. Her and the Steadfast for $5. Show can only go 4 hours tonight too because I've got so much work to do and I got to get up to that. Oh man, I don't know if I want to go to that protest. If it was a real protest, I'd go. But if it's like a bunch of people with masks on, standing 6 feet apart, like, it seems too nice to me. It seems too nice. People are, dude, you're losing everything. And you don't want to offend the government? No, I want them scared to death. I don't think it's enough. Her and the Steadfast for 5 Canadian pesos. I really like Rosario's performance in Alexander. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying, brother. I know what you're saying. And I liked her in Sin City too. Andre Fernandez for 100 Argentinian pesos. Being said, it was meh. No doubt is a great success for normies. Everyone in Disney should make a queue and start zucking Favreau's schlong for carrying Disney Plus all alone. Good point, Andre. Very good point. It is normie nip. It's normie nip. And they did it. Matthew Thomason for $1.49. Phallic Unicorn. Thank you so much. Matt Murdoch, 57, one of my favorite characters of all time. Gary is like the Rick Jones in the first Avengers issue, calling all the single superheroes YouTubers to form a team. Yeah, but I'm not I'm Rick Jones. Well, I become one later. So Rick Jones becomes all kinds of superheroes. So it's fucking kind of cool. Matthew Anderson, Mando and Disney Star Wars seems like a lost cause. Even at its best, it's mostly watered down plot concepts that were done much better in the EU. Yep. Oh, EU fans, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck. Paleo Geek Chris for $4.99. Chick fight Ahsoka versus Mikey Spock. Who kicks whose smug buttocks? Oh, Mikey Spock would smug the fuck out of Ahsoka. I mean, I don't know. I don't see Ahsoka as bad as Mikey Spock. I don't. Not yet, anyway. Pirate Tomsky for £5. Odin is now the fountain of all pre-woke knowledge. Police brutality for $2. The show guys fight the good fight. Hi, Jeremy. Love the show guys. Fight the good fight. Hi, Jeremy. From Police Brutality for $2. There you go. Pirate Tomsky for £5. I, for one, welcome our Amazonian overlords. Okay. Mark C for $10. Here's some cash to grease the cable guy to give you better internet. And, dude, I damn near had to. They're fucking useless. They're fucking useless. They've come out here 5 times to rewire the outside and they haven't managed to do it. I don't know what to say. And the guy yesterday who came in couldn't look me in the eye. So I was wondering if he was a little Asperger's, because he kept on like he couldn't look me in the eye. And I'm like, oh God. And they didn't bring a bucket truck again. So I'm like, am I going to call and yell at him, or am I going to not give a fuck because I'm only going to be here for 7 more months, 8 more months. I think I'm just not going to give a fuck and hope it works out. But it's fixed. It's fixed now, Mark C. Night Owl 8999 for $5. Friday night adult tights. Yeah, that's what it kind of turned into. Tyrion, thank you for the $5. Tyrion Rezer for $2. Hope you guys get Lauren Chen on one day for $2. Maybe. Helsons for £5. There is a well-known actor who asked his female co-star to keep her socks on during a love scene because he didn't want to get turned on. So socks would turn him off? I don't know, man. Doesn't turn me off. Nothing for $5 New Zealand dollars. Friday night tights. Don't think. Not allowed to think. Christmas or Halloween. Don't pick the wrong answer. I already picked Halloween because I got married on Halloween to my best girl. I love Christmas, though. Eric K for $5. Once again, I denounce everything and everyone and all creation throughout the universe. I as well. Evan S for $4.99. Odin, stop eating. It's Friday. Vivid Jesus. I don't know what that is, but thank you for the $4.99. Wolfsbane for $9.99. Was watching your video on your future ex-wife. I don't know if you knew this, but she used him to fire a coworker and cancel him during Me Too. Also, he was sleeping in the bed with all of the girls in the house. Who was watching your video on your future ex-wife? I don't know if you knew this, but she used him to fire a coworker and cancel him during Me Too. Whose video? Oh, you must be talking. Wolfsbane, you must be talking to Gundam. Okay. Amen, Papa Odin. Good evening, guys. Good evening. The days of the Nazis are right here, right now. Until this panel denounces white supremacy, that's it. Hammond of Texas for $4.99. Yep. We did, though. I think we did. Or maybe we didn't. Damn, we're Nazis again. Mr. Rich Lowpitch for $5. Hail Friday Night Tights. Anyone who has access to HBO should watch The Inventor. It tells the whole story of the insane Stanford dropout Elizabeth Holmes. Oh, God. I've watched. No. I've watched all the documentaries on her. Oh, she's a fascinating subject. I know everything about her. I watched them all. Pirate Tomsky. Just because I didn't remember her name doesn't mean I haven't watched hours of documentaries on her, because I have. It's a fascinating subject. She is a fucking psycho. I think she's still out there. A little stimulus for my cumulus. Please, Biden, please. I smell like a teenager, says Pirate Tom's getting for £5. Oh my God, you guys are getting strange. Tim Dog, 68 for $5. Never heard of Siffy fangirls and don't care. And nor you shouldn't. Thank you for the $5. David Meyerson for $5. Gary's in the back cooler, totally stoned, eating cookies, singing, everybody wants some. I want some too. Yep, that's exactly what I was doing. How'd you know? I was just fucking lit, eating cookie dough, singing rock and roll. Florian Estishin for €5. Here's some German Tallers. Damn, you guys are a great way to start the weekend. Keep it up. Thank you. Parliament Striffy for 5 Canadian pesos. Saved by the Bell. All the new students from poor schools lit Mary Sue's. That is what happens with female writers. Neither no-go or bot. What the fuck is that? Neither no-go robot unfortunate. That is some abbreviation there. I don't. Another no-go reboot unfortunate. Okay, so you were trying to. I don't think you were. Another no-go reboot. Saved by the Bell. It's okay. I think nothing was lost. Hail Gary and all. Gary, I sent you an email. Hope you got it. Love the show, guys. Punk 5 Pop. Yeah, I did. I think I responded to Daniel James for Australian 79. See, there's a new term, semi-bisexual. Right. Brightest Day, the corpse hereby disavows this motion, right? Dice Man 69. Okay, is Courtney putting her mental state on display? I'm okay. I've never not been okay. I'll be back. I've always come back. I don't know. Sounds like a sus. Yeah, she's upset. And she wants everybody to know, because it's such a good look to let everybody know when you're upset. Japala 821. Hate to say it, but Games Workshop is in for a rude awakening very soon. 40K 9th edition is most likely Wokehammer. Fortnite edition. By the way, rest in peace, Kalgar. Marvel ruined Kalgar and Space Marine lore. I told you guys you didn't want Marvel adapting your shit. Timothy Wolf for $2.99. Thanks, guys. Great stream. Thank you for being here. Phil W. for $5. My wife and I love you guys. It's my wife Jen's birthday tonight, and we are spending our date night with you. Always listening to Friday Night Tights. Phil W. I'm sorry we missed that, and shout out to your wife Jen. Happy birthday, Jen. Happy birthday. Winter for $2. Thanks for watching my DS Pig video. Big ups. Big ups. You're welcome. Codenomics for $5. Howdy, boys. From the great state of Texas. Where are all the white women at? Please, God, no more kibbles. I'm begging you to stop. And if you haven't started yet, JWT6577 for $5. Oh, you mean Santa's husband? We might read some of that. I think we're going to have to start over. Is Anderson Cooper in front of a Yeti? Black Tiger 1 in Santa's husband? Yes. Mech1164, $4.99. Kilray, hello, suicide. Killary. Hello, suicide hotline. I like to place an order. Tesseract for 5 Canadian pesos. Greetings from Canadastan. Canadastan. You guys rock. When is Az getting a P.O. box? Still waiting to send him his heel versus babyface magnet. I think he's got one. Does he not got one yet? Come on, Az, get a fucking P.O. box, dude. Hammond of Texas for $4.99. You may have Chairman Newsom, but we have Lord Baker over in Massachusetts. Guy thinks he's Thomas Gage in 1774. Well, ours is California Psycho. Venom Snake for $2 Australian. The police will be the ones enforcing the vaccine. Yes, well, they better not be. That's all I got to say. Bird of Prey 5 for $5. As Chris Rock said, there is no sex in the champagne room. Great lesson. Dwayne Morris. The trans woman looks like Ralph Cramden from the old Honeymooners show in the 50s. Ralph. West Moody Webcast for $5. Hey, Gary, I have the 4,000 watch hours, but not the 1,000 subs. I can't get demonetized if I don't get monetized first. Would love a shout out. Hell, we'll get you, Wes. Lethal Lightning. $5 Australian says G&G died the moment Jeremy gave me access to the channel. And I'm going to, that's fucking true. Paxillus and, oh my God, what's this? Paxillus Involitus for £4.99. Bring back proper Star Trek. I miss Star Trek. Hail from inbred East Anglia. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Star Wars Guy, 1997. Love all of you guys. I started liking Trump when Kathleen Kennedy destroyed Star Wars. Screw Kathleen Kennedy. Make America SJW free again. We're working on it. Samurai for $2. We need Cecil to sound off on Kibblesmith here. Cecil's been on the show. Being on Yellow Flash on the stream. Samurai for $2. Being on Yellow Flash on the stream? You mean with Yellow Flash? That'd be good. I've been on live streams with both of them. Chad Duritz. I mean, I love suggestions. Keep the suggestions going, but I'd like to focus on the guest we have on the show instead of worrying about next week's guest or who we're going to get on next time. But I love the enthusiasm, and that's how we get guests on. So, yeah. But you got to understand that I have to show the current guest proper respect. There are lobbyist groups that push these agendas in pop culture, such as video games and music. Mark Dice has a new book out talking about this. Chad Dirts for $5. Oh, I showed something on my Nerdrotic Nooner that kind of fucking says it all. Did you not see it? It's a quote. It says, use what is dominant in a culture to change it quickly. Mark C. If both have their gadgets, who wins in a fight between Master Chief and Batman? My 11-year-old wants to know what you think. Batman. Batman beats the fuck out of him. just because I like Batman more than I like Master Chief. Glib facsimile. Tom versus Az comes down to one thing. Is money worth more than their propaganda? If they can get bailed out, they won't change. If they can't, they will. Glib, you're right. That's why there's a whole controversy right now. It's like, what was the whole point of the Fandom Menace? Well, it was a hashtag. I guess each person had their point. I fucking watched that Disney. I've watched a big chunk of that Disney investor thing, and you feel your soul being sucked out of your body. It is so corporate. Ugh, God, it made me puke in my mouth. William Barr for €5. Az's mask was like pulsating pussy. Was like when women sees Tom Hardy topless. When a woman sees Tom Hardy topless. Jack White, Santa Amanat, and Kathleen Kennedy and Joey Q, Ryan Johnson, and just need to be blacklisted from entertainment as a whole. For creative bankruptcy? Sure. David McFarland for $5. Beyonce was overrated. Her saving grace was being good looking in her videos. Let's be real here. Oh, absolutely. Rusty Shackelford, an elderly woman in Canada, just had a med-assisted euthanasia because of COVID fear. Her family surrounded her and sung during the op. So she had nothing wrong. At fucking Canada, dude. Kevin Aparicio. One of my favorite Friday traditions is building a guitar pedals while watching Friday Night Tights. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Channel Surf for $4.99. Pro sports is the same. All the money is coming from the Big C. They are all bowing to the bankers. Come on, you all have seen this. Yes, I think we've been talking about this for quite some time. And you mean China, the Big C. Yes, we have been talking about this for years. Robin H., just remember, no matter how much they try, they can't destroy what made our hobbies and fandoms great to begin with. They can't erase the past. Robin H. for $5. That is true. Cylon for $5. When I am in command, every mission is a suicide mission. 20-star General Zap Brannigan. Damn straight. Bobby Sharps for $5. Nazis were socialists who banned and hated free speech. Absolutely. Travis for $4.99. Who needs modern Hollywood? I got enough old movies, Nintendo, Sega games to keep me entertained for the rest of my life. That is true. Venom Snake for $2. Gary, please get Yellow Flash back on sometime. Sometime I will. Yeah, I've already, he's going to be in the rotation. Curry for $1.49. Phallic Unicorn, thank you. Jason C. for $1.49. Phallic Unicorn. Culture Casino for $5. Her feet are almost as bad as her acting. When did this become a foot fetish podcast show? Since we started it with WikiFeet. Culture Casino for $5. Thank you again. Rusty Shackelford for $5. I was not expecting a Friday Night Tights where we're all staring at Brie Larson's pie. This is true. Magician the Making for $5. Good choice. There you go. Thanks. Mark Gilbert for £10. Question to the panel. Wrath of Khan or Empire Strikes Back? P.S. Scotland wants a free election in America. Well, Scotland had a chance to break off from the UK and didn't. Talk about free. We want free elections too, but didn't you guys want to be free and now you're not? What's better, Wrath of Khan or Empire Strikes Back? That's a cruel question to ask. I'm not going to answer that question. I don't know. That's impossible. Gun to my head. Empire. Kills me to say that, though. What do you guys think about Basmati Blues? Not much. I haven't seen it. Talks Fox. It's where Brie is supposedly racist in it or something like that. I haven't seen it. I saw a Unicorn Store and I thought it sucked. Joe Dirt for $5. Gary, do you think we're about to see a reality akin to Transmetropolitan? Much love to you all. Maybe. Yeah. Hopefully not that dark, that dystopian. Hopefully not. Comics Division's the nihilist in the group. He's the one who thinks everything's about to end. I'm not. I think it's just we're going to be up for a fight. I don't think the world is going to end. I think we're just going to be inconvenienced for a while. It doesn't mean your world is ending. It just means you're going to be inconvenienced. Ben31 UK for $4.99. I'm starting to lose hope with all of this madness in the world today. Is there any hope? P.S. Will you ever get Count Dankula on this show? I don't know Count Dankula. Sure. Yeah, I'd love to have Count Dankula on. Absolutely. Guy's a legend. 200-watt studio. After non-binary 6 cleans up the gender fluid. You do, dude. You do. Just making sure I'm still recording. That would really suck because we're nearing the end here. All right. Welcome to the proto-molecule level Leonov activated complex for $9.99. Great stream tonight. Spend this before we print a couple trillion to bail out Mickey Mouse's dumb fucking ass. I'll keep it in there for you. Drunk 3PO. Shout out to Drunk 3PO. Thank you for the 99 cents. $4.99. Nothing but love for all of you on Friday Night Tights. We love you too, Drunk 3PO. Curie for £5. Glad I caught this live. Now I must sleep. Sleep. M. Tax Shark. If it is true that Kathleen Kennedy is producing the Knitting Wars sequel trilogy, it is. It's true. The Knitting Wars trilogy. Think of it, the $5. Sunny Man for $4.99. Corpse Husband gets 150,000 concurrent viewers per stream. I like watching his streams, and it still feels crazy how many people watch him. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know what Corpse Husband is, though. I don't know what it is. Scottish Nerd, thank you for the $1.49. Phallic Unicorn. Brian Omar. YouTube kicked me out again. It shows like the stream ended and I have to reload it. Yeah, that's me. That's my internet, and it got fixed. Also, it's gonna take a little time. We might start a itty bit late tonight, but I'm gonna have Streamlabs up. Okay. Nelson Gentleman for $2. Go and check all your privilege. Oh, Valley of Whitey. Oh, Valley of Whitey. Oh, Valley of Whitey. Black Tiger 001. I got to pre-read this one. Am I the only one who wants to see Brie be Captain Marvel long enough for Rogue to get her hands on her? Side note, very happy I was home and far away from any PA systems when Az and Tom got into it. James Byrne, welcome to the Jaloja level. Maddog 316 UK, welcome to the proto-molecule level. I appreciate it. And this is the final page here. Jaleel Kawas for $5. Gary, real quick, what's going on with Vegas meetup? It was canceled. I announced it. James Seabright, and yeah, it's already, I canceled it a couple weeks ago. Death in the family, kind of, yeah. So Mrs. Neurotic didn't want to go, and I don't blame her. And then I'm like, I can't go. I got in a car accident, so I don't even have my car back yet. James Seabright for $5. New Dalek design reminds me of Rosie from the Jetsons. Oh, yeah, huh? I didn't even think about that. That is fucking great. J. Hando 4, Nerdrotic. Hi, Gary. Is that thing in front of the magazine supposed to be a Dalek? Yes, it's supposed to be a Dalek. Super Mastermind for $5. Ever read the Battletech novels? No, but I read the comic books. Mark Wilkins for $5. Please, everyone, get Parler accounts so it's not all politics. I do have them, and I don't. I got to say, man, it's only the political stuff that gets interaction, so we need to change that. I like the free speech aspect, but it is all politics all the time. I'm not going to like that if that's the way it is. Sorry, phone died. Love you, Gundam Gary as Tom Jeremy, says Tupac Shakur for $1.99. It's okay, Tupac. Live on, brother. Keep making music. That's it for the Super Chat Square Up. Please be sure to tune in to Friday Night Tights between 2 and 3 p.m. Pacific time every Friday night. Tonight's guest is Blue Drake. Admittedly, not that familiar with them, so we'll find out together. We'll have a great time. I'm sure we will. We're going to go long and hard on Disney. Az will be there. Ryan's going to be there. Jeremy, Odin, Comics Division. No Quarterback Garrett, unfortunately, but you will be there. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So thanks again to everyone who super chats. You keep this show going. You keep this channel going. So I do not take you for granted. Thank you very much. We are looking into alternative ways to support the channel without giving money directly to YouTube. Hopefully that starts tonight. And thank you to everyone who participates with your valuable time. Without you guys, there is no show. Love you. See you in the next video.
Nerderotic.com